Namaste. My name is Manisha Singh, Assistant Professor in Department of Food and Biotechnology under Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today, I am teaching you subject Food Safety and Quality Control for class DET FBT 6th semester. So, in today's session, we will discuss about the food safety and quality control. This is the first session of this subject. So, let's start with the topic. First of all, we will discuss about what is food safety. Food safety is a scientific discipline describing handling and preparation and storage of the food in ways that prevent the foodborne illness. And this includes a number of routines that should be followed to avoid potentially severe health hazards. In considering industry to the market practices, food safety considerations include the practices relating to the food labeling, food hygiene, and food additives and pesticides residues, as well as policies on the biotechnology and food and guidelines for management of governmental import and export inspection and certification systems for foods. Okay, for food safety policies and actions need to cover the entire food chain from production to the consumption. And in theory, food poisoning is 100% preventable. So there are the 5 principles of food hygiene according to they prevent the contaminating food with pathogens spreading from people, pets, and pests, and they separate raw and cooked foods to prevent contaminating the cooked foods, cook foods for the appropriate length of time and at the appropriate temperature to kill the pathogens, and store food at the proper temperature, and do use safe water and cooked materials. Then what are the impacts of food poisoning? A 2003 World Health Organization WHO report concluded that about 30% of the several foodborne diseases are increasing in Europe, and according to the WHO and CDC, in USA alone, annually there are 76 million cases of foodborne illness leading to 3,25,000 hospitalization and 5,000 deaths. So what is food quality control? Food quality is the quality characteristics of food that is acceptable to the consumers. And this includes the external factor as appearance. Appearance includes the size, shape, color, gloss, and consistency, and texture and flavor, and factors such as federal grade standards and internal chemical, physical, and microbial. Food quality is an important food manufacturing requirements because food consumers are susceptible to any form of contamination that may occur during the manufacturing process. Many consumers also rely on manufacturing and processing standard, particularly to know what ingredients are present in the food. Okay, so there are also sanitation requirement, and it is important to ensure that the food processing requirement is as clean as possible. And food quality also deals with product traceability. For example, ingredients and packaging suppliers should a recall of the product be required. And it also deals with the labeling issues to ensure there is a correct ingredient and nutritional information. Okay, so that is just the introduction part. Now we will discuss in detail. Food is basically a major determinant of health, nutritional status, and productivity of the population. And it is therefore essential that the food we consume is wholesome and safe. Unsafe food are lead to a large number of foodborne disease. And you may have seen reports in the newspapers about health problems caused by the contaminated or the adulterated foods. And globally, foodborne illness is a major problem of the public health concern. And in India, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare in September 2010 stated that more than 30 million episodes of acute diarrhea occur every year in children less than the 5 years of age. And foodborne illness can not only result in mortality but can damage the trade and tourism, leads to loss of earnings, unemployment, and litigation, and thus can impede economic growth. And therefore, food safety and quality has gained worldwide significance. Okay, so food safety and quality are important at the home level, but are crucial in large scale. Okay, but it is crucial in the large scale and processing, and also where food is freshly prepared and served. In the past, many foods were processed at home. Advancement in technology and processing, larger per capita incomes, and better purchasing power, as well as increased consumer demand, have led to a variety of products of the processed foods, food for the health, or the functional foods being manufactured. And safety of such foods needs to be assessed. Okay, so quality of food stuff, raw material, as well as processed food is of a public health concern and must be addressed. In the past decade, safety challenges faced globally as well as in India have changed significantly, and issues related to food quality and food safety have gained tremendous importance, and a number of factors are responsible for this. With fast changing lifestyles and eating habits, more people are eating outside their homes, and in commercial settings, foods are prepared in bulk, handled by many persons. Okay, so these are more chances of food getting contaminated, and further food items are prepared many hours in advance and may spoil if not stored appropriately. Okay, so there are many processed and packaged foods. Safety of these foods is very important. Spices and condiments, oil seeds were processed at home in former times, and purity of these were not a concern. In today's world, pre-packaged individual spices, condiments, spice powders, and mixes are in demand. Okay, so especially in cities and the metros, because there the people have no time to make to process these spices, etc. at home. So quality of even raw food stuffs besides processed foods is of public health concern and must be addressed. So logistics governing transport of the bulk food is complex, and there is a long gap between the processing and the packaged foods. Okay, so safety of these foods is very important. Spices and condiments. So next is logistics governing of transport of bulk food is complex, and there is a long gap between the processing and the consumption. Thus, risk assessment and safety management during the mass production and the mass distribution is critical. And microbial adaptations, antibiotic resistance, altered human susceptibility, and international traveling have all contributed to increasing incidence of foodborne microbial diseases. Nearly half of all known foodborne pathogens have been discovered during the past 25 to 30 years, and there are still many foodborne illnesses of unknown etiology. And this is an issue of global public health concern, and there is a need to detect and identify and recognize emerging pathogens and establish active surveillance networks nationally and internationally. Okay, India is a signatory to the World Trade Organization non-tariff agreements, which have provided greater access to the world markets and opportunities to all countries to enter into the international trade. In this scenario, it has become essential for every country to protect the safety and quality of foods, and also ensure that imported foods are of good quality and safe to eat. Okay, so effective food standards and control systems are required to protect food production within the country, as well as to facilitate trade with other nations. All food manufacturers are required to meet the given standards of quality and safety, and need to have their products regularly tested. Pollution in atmosphere, soil, and water, including use of pesticides in agriculture, bring their share of contaminants. Also, use of additives such as preservatives, colorants, flavoring agents, and other substances such as stabilizers makes the analysis of food for various components, both nutrients and contaminants, imperative. And owing to the above factors, there is a growing concern for safe, wholesome, and nutritious foods in a highly dynamic food business and environment, which is turn has greatly expanded the scope and has increased career opportunities in this sector. Before learning about the various career options in this field, it will be worthwhile for us to understand the basic concepts regarding food quality, food safety, risk management, and food standards and quality management systems. Okay, so now what is food safety? There are various terms regarding to the food safety. So food safety means assurance that the food will not cause any harm to the consumers, and understanding of food safety is improved by defining the two concepts. One is the toxicity and another is the hazard. So toxicity is the capacity of substance to produce harm or injury of any kind under any conditions. So hazard is the relative probability that harm or injury will result when substance is not in a prescribed manner and quantity. So hazards can be physical, chemical, and biological, causing harmful or adverse effects on the health of the consumers. Next is the physical hazards. Okay, so physical hazard is any physical material not normally found in the food and which causes illness or injury, and includes wood, stones, parts of pests, hair, etc. Next is the chemical hazards, and chemical hazards are the chemicals or deleterious substances which may be intentionally or unintentionally added to the foods. And this category of hazards includes the pesticides, chemical residues, toxic metals, polychlorinated biphenyls, preservatives, food colors, and other additives. Next is the biological hazards, and these are the living organisms and include the microbiological organisms. Those microorganisms are associated with food and cause diseases are termed as foodborne pathogens. And there are two types of foodborne diseases, from microbial pathogens, infections, and the poisonings. Okay. So food infection or food poisoning results from ingestion of live pathogenic microorganisms, organisms which multiply in the body and cause disease. Salmonella is a classic example, and this organism exists in the intestinal tract of the animals, and raw milk and eggs are also the source of the salmonella, and heat destroys salmonella. However, inadequate cooking allows some organisms to survive. Often salmonella is spread through the cross contamination, and this could happen when a cook cuts raw meat, poultry on a chopping board and without cleaning uses it for another food which does not involve any cooking, such as salad. Food may become infected by the salmonella if an infected food handler does not wash hands with soap after using bathroom and before touching the food. Salmonella can reproduce very quickly and double their number in every 20 minutes. So the symptoms of salmonella infection include the diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps as well. Next is the food intoxication. Some bacteria produce harmful toxins which are present in food even if pathogens have been killed. Organisms produce toxins when the food have not been hot enough or cold enough. Toxins in food cannot be detected by the smell and appearance or taste. Hence, foods which smell and appear good are not necessarily safe. One example of such an organism is Staphylococcus aureus. Such organisms exist in the air, dust, and water, and they are also present in the nasal passage, throat, and or on skin, hair of 50% of the healthy individuals. People who carry this organism contaminate food if they touch these places on body while food handling. And diarrhea is also one of the symptoms of this contamination. And parasites can also cause infections. For example, the worm infestation by tapeworm in pork. And in addition to this, food can be infested by pests and insects as well. Among the various hazards, biological hazards are an important cause of foodborne illnesses. In spite of all the efforts in the area of food safety, microbial foodborne pathogens are still a serious concern, and new pathogens continue to emerge. Okay, so From this session, various questions will be asked, like explain food safety and explain quality control. Okay, what is hazards, and what is contamination, what is adulteration, and likewise questions will be asked in your final exam. So prepare accordingly. Okay, so I think this session is clear to all. Thank you so much for watching this session.